So I just wanted to talk today about dysfunctional families and how they all work and what they look like and the roles that people take. So you can see, what did I grow up in? Where did I come from? And what am I bringing into my life now? Because you do not have to play those roles. You do not have to bring the dysfunction into your new life, and you can break that pattern, because anything can be broken if you're willing to do the fucking work. So just do the work. Look at it, be willing to see the truth and the reality and say, I want to evolve and be better. And I don't want to bring that shit into my life. Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine. Sometimes you have to go through the darkness to reach the light. That's what I did. After 12 years of recovery in sex and love addiction, I finally found my soulmate, myself. Please join me in my novel, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, a 4-time bestseller on Amazon. It's a brutal, honest, raw, gnarly ride, but hilarious at the same time. Check it out now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I'm Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know, those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave, or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing. Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject matter, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. This is Secret Life, and I'm excited for you to join the ride. Today, we are talking about, 7 types of dysfunctional families. Yep, did you know there's 7 types? And one of them could be your family. Yes, 7 types of dysfunctional families. Now, what is a dysfunctional family? Let's see. They are families that could include themes of addiction, abuse, emotional neglect, rigidness, inconsistent boundaries, and they are broken down into different types. And these types can detach families, make them conflict-driven, emotionally detached, authoritative, and different roles individuals adapt to function in these families, like scapegoat, hero, lost child, mascot. So what are these types of dysfunctional families? Let me just hit you with them. Enmeshment, right? Authoritism, abusive, neglectful, overprotective, inconsistent, unpredictable family, perfectionism, chaotic. These are the types of dysfunctional family systems. So let's go through them. Authoritative families. They are characterized by strict rules and high expectations, and they limit a child's autonomy. They are parents that make child obey, learn the rules, obey. And they really lack experience in decision making for that child. And they really don't allow the child to have independent thoughts. That is that type of family. It can be very debilitating for the child's development. The parents are in a power position. So one parent rules the roost. One parent normally is the narcissist. They're in charge. They are the ones that get to tell everyone what to do. There's an authoritative figure, like a dictatorship. That is the type of dysfunctional family. Let's do the next one. Conflict-driven families. Chaotic, not stable. They are marked by frequent arguments, hostility, and unresolved conflict. May involve one or both parents trying to dominate, leading it to lack of cooperation and emotional safety. It is very, very chaotic. That's another name for it. And daily life feels very unpredictable. It feels like you're walking on eggshells through that household. Fight, make up. Fight, make up. I tended to grow up in that type of household. Let's do number 3. Abusive families. These are ones that are full of tension, cruelty, fear becomes the norm. It involves physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. Verbally abusive, there's threats, there's intimidation. It creates a complex environment of fear. This is a very toxic environment. And it can, for the child, this is when a lot of the children go inward. They become avoidance. They go inward in themselves. So that is what happens. The 4th type, emotional detached and neglected households. They are emotionally and physically absent parents, lack of emotional support, validation, responsiveness to the children's needs. Children may struggle with intimacy later in their relationships. Now, I know all the other ones feel terrible, and dysfunctional families in general are terrible, and a lot of people come from dysfunctional. I personally think children that come from emotionally detached and neglectful families are pretty much the worst. When you get no energy at all from a parent and nothing comes, it's almost like the child internally dies. Like there's nowhere to go. There's no energy coming at you. So when you are neglected or just have no emotional attachment to a parent, the child actually doesn't grow, and they go inward so much that it's almost they're stunted, and it's like a flower not growing, not having energy, no water or anything. Is that, and so when even children act out and there's no energy coming back at them and they're neglected, it's the worst type of abuse that I have seen. The neglected child is pretty horrific. Next one, addiction-based related families. These are fun. Many involve substance abuse, gambling, or other addictions that can lead to neglect, codependency, and enmeshment behaviors where family members enable addictive person's behavior. So, this could be shopping addiction, love addiction, gambling, like they said, all those other addictions, not just alcohol and drugs, like other addictive related families. These really, almost every member of this addictive family, it's like the enmeshed family that enables the addict's behavior. It's a very codependent family. Number 6, enmeshed families. Boundaries between family members are clear and non-existent. Members may be overly involved in each other's lives with little individual space and autonomy. This is where I see a lot of emotional incest, enmeshment with parents, daughter, father, mother, son enmeshment. When one parent enmeshes with a child more than their partner. And with these personal boundaries that are non-existent, and approval, the child gets the approval from the parent is everything. And the energy from the child is sent to the parent. It's very debilitating for the child later in life. And lastly, the inconsistent, unpredictable family. It's marked by unpredictable behavior, mood swings, and lack of routine. Children may feel insecure, struggling to develop a sense of stability. Yes, those and I always see like these kind of families where nothing is consistent. There is no structure. It's almost like a latchkey kid that can do anything, go anywhere, doesn't have any structure. The parents are never there. There's lack of routine. There's lack of mood swings. You just don't know what you're going to get from the parent. So the child is almost like an adult before they should be. And I also think another one of a dysfunctional family is overprotective families. And I know, so I'm going to add number 8. I'm just going to add an extra in, I think. Overprotective families, when their parent worries too much, is too controlling. It's that helicopter parent, a parent that shields their child from any risk. And listen, I tend to do this a little bit because I was such like we got to do whatever we want. You know, a daughter that comes from parents that were never neglected and were never there becomes a mother that can be a little overprotective. And I'll even say I can be like that with my son. And I try not to be. And my husband, you know, points it out to me sometimes where I'm like, oh, be careful. He's like, chill, Brianne. I'm like, you're right. He's fine. He's fine. He can climb the tree. He can cut with a knife. He can do those scissors. Like, I can be a little bit, because I didn't have structure. I have to work on not being overprotective. And I know that's dysfunctional. And so I try my best not to be overprotective and be like, don't fall, don't do that. So I'm like, oh, calm down, Brianne. Don't bring your shit onto your son. So I think dysfunctional family is overprotective, worrying too much, shielding too much. No, they have to fall down and get hurt. No, he has to. So I'm like, it's okay. If somebody hurts him, you can help him struggle through that, get through that. So that's the other one, I think. And like I've done the episode before, what kind of children, what kind of family roles are there? Let's look at the specific type of family roles in this dysfunctional family, because there are roles attached to these families. There's the scapegoat. There's always the scapegoat. One person in the family, that's the scapegoat. They're blamed for the family's problems and targeted with negativity. So that's usually the person everyone's like, you're the difficult one. You're the difficult one. Then there's the hero that tries to compensate for everybody's family dysfunction. They're the high achievers, the responsible ones. They're the overachievers. They're the ones that are always busy, always achieving, always doing everything perfectly, is what I like to say. Then there's the lost child. They withdraw from family interactions to avoid conflict and emotional pain. They go inward. They're the ones in their room that never come out. They don't want anything to do, so they go inside. Then there's the mascot, the one that is like the comedian, using humor to deflect tension and lighten the mood. They come in and make the jokes and be the funny one, and they get everybody to laugh, and it's okay, you know. Then there's the caretaker and enabler. They enable the unhealthy behavior, often at the expense of their own being. They'll go above and beyond for everybody but themselves. They'll caretake, they'll fix, they'll be like, what do you need? Oh, I'll leave my needs behind. And lastly, there's the golden child, viewed as the perfect one, the favored one, but they often struggle with perfectionism and self-esteem, but they keep it inward because they have to stay the golden child. Even deep down, they were given that child title when they didn't even want it. And these are all the things that consistently happen in these dysfunctional families. And the bad thing, if one person wants to break this family system, chaos happens. Chaos. Everybody in a dysfunctional family has a role to play. And if one person breaks it, that generational cycle of dysfunctional family will break. And everybody gets fucking pissed. They don't like the system to break. But it's usually, just so you know, the scapegoat. The scapegoat, the one that will be over here going, this is bad, everything is bad. That scapegoat is the one that actually breaks the curse normally, the one that goes to therapy first, the one that is taken to rehab first. That scapegoat is the one that usually helps people break the pattern, because they're the ones that are willing to say, there's something wrong in this family. So I always look at the scapegoat as the person that's willing to bring it all out in the open. So that's what I want you to look at. What role are you? Okay. What dysfunctional family are you from, if you have one? And look at it and say, what dysfunctional family? Is it a mix? Is it a mix of it? What role am I? Is it a mix? And why do I need to play this role anymore? And do I want to carry this on to my family if I have one right now? And how can I be different? How can I not have a dysfunctional family? And what does my family look like? Like I said, I can be overprotective. I'm trying not to be. And I think I've done a pretty good job. So I just wanted to talk today about dysfunctional families and how they all work and what they look like and the roles that people take. So you can see, what did I grow up in? Where did I come from? And what am I bringing into my life now? Because you do not have to play those roles. You do not have to bring the dysfunction into your new life, and you can break that pattern, because anything can be broken if you're willing to do the fucking work. So just do the work. Look at it, be willing to see the truth and the reality, and say, I want to evolve and be better. And I don't want to bring that shit into my life now. Thank you for listening to Secret Life Podcast. Hope you enjoyed the topic. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Send it to secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. Until next time. Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you'd like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.